Alright everyone, we are now on map 22 of Plutonia, Impossible Mission. Now this is another weird map. We just have to do a lot of unnecessary backtracking constantly. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to come up to this little center area here. And we're going to try and pick off some of the enemies from here with our chain gun. There's also some cacos over there. We're just going to use my rockets to take care of them for the most part. Still going to use my chain gun on the imps. There we go. Now we got that taken care of. We pretty much did what we could from here. Now we're going to come over here to this little window. Now there is an arachnotron roaming around down there, but I guess he can't see. I guess he isn't moving in place. Alright, so this map is wonky. So from the start, we're going to come over here all the way to the right, and we're going to take this hallway first. Now when we drop down here, we're going to go ahead and aim forward. Try to make sure your shots go through the chain gunner you fight. That way you explode all the barrels and kill them all. Makes our life way easier. Thankfully, none of the acid in this level hurts you. Now, a bit of a lame bit here. The moment you grab this key, it's an elevator that drops down. But there's like 3 shotgunners just literally aiming straight at you. So trying not to get hurt by them is next to impossible. Hitting this switch takes us to a teleporter, which takes us right up here, which drops us down right here, which is right across from the hallway that we just went in. Now, with blue key in tow, we can go ahead and enter this open area here. Now we can take care of that arachnotron. Now, as we enter this pathway, this hallway here, these acid pillars are going to lower to mancubuses. I'm going to take out the furthest one, so that way we can just kind of like circle around the room to get them. And this one's in the hallway. There we go. Alright. Now that's taken care of. Kill him. Alright, now before we move forward this way, well, I guess I'll go ahead and do it now. But if we come over here, there's a bunch of chain gunners. Just kind of take your time with chain gunners. We want to try and preserve our health as best we can, because there's going to be there's going to be a very stupid segment later. If you hit that switch, it lowers the barricade over here, which takes us to like this underbelly area. Now there are specters in here. Easiest way for us to see them is to just be right there. Oh. It's kind of hard to see them in the acid, but my eyes are getting better. If we hit this switch, it opens up a door right here, which takes us to an elevator. That takes us up here to where this yellow key switch is, but we don't have the yellow key, so there's nothing we can do about it. So, alright, now, if you look at the wall here, you notice that there's a part of the wall that isn't corroded with green. There's actually a door we can interact with, and this is going to be our first secret. Now, as we come back, there's an invisible wall here. If we come back and we look on the ground here, it's the same thing. So it opens up a teleporter to secret number 2. Some health bonuses and shotgun shells. No idea what the fuck just hurt me right there. I think someone shot at me. Alright. Now, our next order of business is we're going to go into this hallway right here, right across from the blue door. Actually, I just remembered something before we continue. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, there's chain gunners shooting at us from up here. And other enemies that are over here. Guess we'll go ahead and deal with them now. right. Yeah, just watch yourself for the revenants. There's a few revenants in this big open area over here. My goal generally is to always try and take care of them before we have to deal with them later. Okay, that takes care of them. Now there's also revenants over there. Yeah, okay, now that we've got them taken care of. Now when we go that way, we actually open up this doorway, which takes us to where these chain gunners were. Now the reason why I went all the way back here to fire my rockets was because there are specters down there. I don't want the auto lock on to just blow a rocket up in my face. But anyway, our next secret is once we step across this part right here, you'll hear a door open and it opens up this little teleporter right here. There's a chain gunner we'll kill, and it takes us up here to where this other chain gunner was, which is our third secret. Now then, back to business. Now we want to go down this hallway here. Make sure you get out your chain gun because this part's going to be a doozy. There's also a lot of rockets here and a med kit for when you need it. Alright, first off, we're going to go to the right. Yeah, and now look behind you to make sure you get any stragglers that may be looking towards you. Walking you from behind. Chain gun these guys down. Now we have a Hell Knight in this little hole right here. Alright. Now I like to fire rockets into that little hole because there's quite a few chain gunners in here. Now there's also some other chain gunners that we're just gonna like shoot at the head from here in the other hallway. Bunch of chain guns. Now flipping this switch right here opens up a doorway over here. Now in here we got ourselves some imps to take care of. Cool. And now we're gonna go take this other path right here. Now stay vigilant because as we entered that room, we actually opened up a secret wall behind these animated like spine rib cage walls that have chain gunners hidden in them. Same thing over at the hallway on the other side. Now when you do go forward though, well, try to take out the chain gunners from a distance if any start coming. But the moment we step back through this crossroads here, we have a revenant. Alright. Okay, and I think we got all of them up here. Cool. Alright. Now we got that order of business taken care of. We need to go over this way. I'm going to quick save because this part is stupid. What we have to do is that when we hit this elevator, we need to walk backwards and then fire rockets. And then get into the first clear cubby hole that we make. Because now we just need to make our stand here. There's 2 pain elementals that we have to deal with, unfortunately. There we go. Don't be too worried about using your super shotgun mostly. There's plenty of shotgun ammo for us to use. Just try not to use your rocket launcher. Because if you fire your rocket just as this elevator goes up, you're just screwing yourself. Okay. And also be careful trying to be in line of sight of that Revenant that's all the way down there. There we go. Trying to take out the Lost Souls. This is a bit annoying. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and peek the corner here because there are shotgunners I want to take care of. And I boxed myself in. See, I tried to get back in there before... I tried to get back onto the elevator before it went back up, but I was too slow. Okay, kill that guy. I always have less than 10% health every time I enter this room. In all of my practice runs, I always have less than 10%. Alright. And this teleporter right here just takes us back. Now, the moment we try stepping to cross this bridge, it's going to lower. Alright. Switch to your rockets. We're going to take out this Revenant here. Stops blocking the teleporter. Now, the next order of business here, I'm going to have to quick save again. My health is way too low. We're going to get out our BFG and prime a shot as we walk the corner here. Just so we can help take care of these Revenants. A majority of them, at least. Alright. Cool. Now, when we come up here, we can hit this switch, and it raises the bridge over here, but another switch has appeared at the teleporter down there. This switch not only lowers the elevator to help us leave, but hitting it also prevents the walkway here from lowering. So we can grab ourselves the yellow key. Then we drop back down, hit the switch, take the teleporter, and take the elevator back up. First, I want to grab that med kit there. No, there's another med kit at the beginning of the maze area that we can grab. Now, a bit of a jarring point of the map. We can't get to this switch here because we need to raise the yellow key bars, which the yellow key bars are located in the blue key room that we were just in. Oh yeah, first we have some barons that have appeared out of a wall. Trying to take them down one at a time. Alright. Alright. Get our health back up to a good amount. Now we're going to go this way so we can get to the yellow switch. It's weird how this map makes you have to backtrack multiple times. Alright, now that we did that, we're going to go ahead and head back through the maze again. And when we hit this switch, it basically lowers this teleporter to the red. This will take us to the red key, but get your BFG out, because when you teleport in, look left and fire. Because, yeah, looks like I got a little unlucky there, but there is an Archvile that pops up with these Barons, and you gotta make sure you take out that Archvile first before we rocket down the Barons from down here. Alright. Now, unfortunately, we have to go all the way back. Take teleporter. I'm going to save that soul sphere for when we're done, because now with the red key, we can finally enter the last area of this map. Got some specters. Alright. Got some rockets. Imps we're going to kill. Alright. Now, to access the exit, we hit this switch right here, which opens up that door. But on the other side of this switch is another switch that opens up the wall right here. And this is our final secret. Yep. Now, I'm not at 100% HP yet. So I'm going to see if I can get to that before we grab the soul sphere. Yellow key opens up this door, which takes us over here to where the exit is. Okay. Now I'm going to come back this way and grab the soul sphere, and we're pretty much done with the level now. Sadly, there's no mega armor for me to grab. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess. And that takes care of map 21, Impossible Mission. Now this map is pretty good for the most part. I just didn't really like the backtracking, or I guess the backtracking was a problem because of the fact that maybe I did the map in the wrong order. That might be what that is, what happened. But because I bet if I did things in a different order, like the map probably would have flowed better, but it's just that like it just felt more comfortable dealing with enemies now and then do the map afterwards. At least that's just how I play. But regardless, we made it through it. So we will be moving on to the next map. If you enjoyed this one, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you thought. And if you're new and you want to keep up with this adventure, be sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload, join the Fox Army, and I will see you guys on the next video. Till then, see you then.